7, 10, and 6 degrees with lots of rain in the forecast for this Easter Sunday. If you're celebrating, Chris Abel is our tech journalist, and he joins us on Sundays. And he is back this morning with lots of stuff to discuss. We're going to get to the miniature vinyls because I'm so curious about that in just a bit. But first, good morning to you, Chris.
Hi, good morning. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter to you as well. We got to talk about AI because I have to say, just on a side note, people keep sending me these funny AI generated videos all the time. And I'm thinking, I heard that there's a huge environmental cost to that. So I always have a bit of a concern. But the concern is getting bigger right now because Esquire magazine, which is a reputable magazine from what I recall, has faked a celebrity interview with AI. What happened?
Right. This is something that fans have just clued in. The interview was published last month. The fans are slowly realizing there's something wrong with this interview. It's kind of weird. It meanders all over the place. Esquire has confessed that, yes, they had set up an interview with Makenya Maeda, the star of the television series One Piece. They even did a photo shoot with him. Everything seemed to be going fine. And then when the time came that they were supposed to sit down and do the interview, he canceled. So he just was not available to do it. So their response, they said, because they were all committed, was to just use artificial intelligence to do the interview on his behalf.
What?
Right.
That's insane.
So it is insane. And of course, not only does the interview read weird, because an artificial intelligence has tried to answer questions that only he can answer, including ones about the death of his father, which really upset a lot of fans, saying, that's inappropriate. You're really crossing a line with that. So Esquire says, they had no choice. They had commitments. They needed to be able to put out a feature, so they chose to use AI. My thoughts on this, because I actually have some experience with this. When I was on Canada Am, there was a whole day that was supposed to be set up for Nelly Furtado. They had commercials. They did promos. 5 a.m. in the morning, this, morning television, morning shows, she called and canceled and couldn't do anything about it. Canada Am ended up calling me saying, could you come in and take her place? So I understand how disruptive this can be, and I think that from Esquire
But they didn't
magazine,
ask you to pretend, Chris, to be Nelly Furtado. That's the difference, right?
That's right. I just had to come in and try to appease a bunch of disappointed Nelly Furtado fans, which is not a position anyone should ever want to be in. But I think Esquire magazine, what they're doing is they're punishing the celebrity, that this is a deterrent. They're a warning shot to other celebrities saying, if you pull this kind of stunt on us, this is going to be our response. We're going to publish AI slop instead.
Well, I think it backfired because I don't think it says a lot about the actor in question. I think it says that you can't trust Esquire, right? That's my take. As a journalist, I think that's very... that's a flubbed move on their part. Okay, let's talk about Montreal and the show Black Mirror. Now, Black Mirror, if people haven't watched it yet, can be quite dark, we have to say.
Very much. It's a dark series in terms of discussing technology, that you often see new technology that promises to be very beneficial, but there's often a very dark undertone to it. It's kind of scary at times. Well, there's a company in Montreal that's going to launch a virtual reality experience. So this is kind of like going to a theme park. You pay money, you get a ticket. You and up to 6 people then enter into a series of rooms and corridors wearing virtual reality helmets. And so you see things that only exist within a computer, but you're feeling physical furniture. You're feeling changes to the rooms that kind of respond to it. And this is all to play out a Black Mirror style story. So the story is that apparently a company says, look, we've invented this new artificial intelligence life agent that will make your life better, that's going to do all sorts of cool things for you. And so this is simulated using virtual reality. And of course, things go horribly wrong.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're pretty brave if you want to put yourself through the Black Mirror experience. That's May 21st, right?
May 21st at the Infinity Experiences Complex. And they will be offering it both in English and French. Montreal's the first city, and depending on how well it goes, it will expand to other cities around the world.
You can be traumatized in both languages. Interesting.
Yeah.
Very Montreal of us. Okay, let's talk about miniature vinyls. First of all, what are miniature vinyls? Is it just decoration? Can we listen to them? What's going on here?
So this is a company that has decided to take vintage record playing technology and turn it into something that's collectible. So they've shrunk down record players to the size of being like a keychain,
Wow.
vinyl records to about the size of a quarter. It still works the same way. You take out the little record, you place it on a little tiny turntable, you put the arm with the needle, and it plays music, and you can listen to it. Each of the record player is about $22. The little 45 vinyl records, they're sold in packs, and much like the some of the other novelty items out there, it's blind packs. You don't know what you're going to get.
Oh,
But
like Pokemon cards, which I know all about because of my kids now. Yes, go on.
you got it just like that. And so you'll get 4 little vinyl records in a pack, and it could be Britney Spears, it could be Elton John, it could be Blink-182, Bob Marley. So these are all collectible to try to get as many as you can. I don't know how well the sound quality is going to be, but it does look really adorable. This cute little tiny record player, and you pull up the little vinyl albums and you put them on there. That's fantastic. So this is something that's going to be shipping and launching in June, although I know they're taking pre-orders now.
I'm looking at the pictures you sent over, Chris. First of all, this is, I mean, the little girl in me would think like in my Barbie dream house, this would be perfect. And some people are using the little vinyls to decorate their like purses and things like that. It's absolutely adorable. Chris Abel, thank you so much for taking the time. Give him a follow at Real Chris Abel. That's KRIS Abel. So Real Chris Abel, also stuck together on Instagram. Chris, thank you so much for taking the time.
All right. Take care.